Howdy folks, Dave of Chaos Crafting here. In this video, I'm going to show you how I decorate my custom miniature box. I'll be using an old Dragon magazine. I'm ripping the cover off and I'm pulling out some pages. I'm excited. I got the Feldherr foam inserts in. Perfect fit. Always got to measure twice. Now, one thing you may notice about this box, the stock, the chipboard is much thicker. This is a 3 mil thick chipboard. Okay, stuff you're gonna need. Of course, you're gonna need your donor pages from your chosen magazine. Could be anything. Your box, some glue. I'm just using Elmer's Glue All. If you get serious, you'll want to get some PVA and a jar. A folding bone, a little triangle. Can you see it? No, yeah, you can see it. Of course, your knife, ruler, and a terrain brush. So I pulled out some pages. I like the art on this one. I got some monster stats here and some art, you know, just some random advertisements, a comic, and I'll use this on the edges of the box. I'm going to start with the corners. Just plain old Elmer's glue. I have it in the jar so it's easier to get a brush full. Sorry about my hand being totally in the camera. Give it a good coat, but not too much. You don't want glue going everywhere. The dabbing seems to work pretty good. You stick it on there so you can see the art you like. Next page, comic strip. Make sure your edges are secure and glued down. Okay, now it's time for the detailed cutting. Give it a good press, make sure it sticks. I made a 53mm turn-in gauge. That's the height of the box wall. So for the paper that's going to turn into the box, I want it to be exactly 53mm. I just cut it out of a spare piece of chipboard. I labeled it so I don't use it in another project. All right, now for the back. The back, the amount you trim off, I'm just going to use the width of this ruler because it's convenient. I mean, to be honest, you could use any width. I'm just trying to be neat, and I'm learning this box making bindery skill, and I'm trying to be a little precise. All right, let's hold it. Let's cut the paper from the edge of the box to the outside of the paper. See, this is where we're going to start to create our flaps that fold in. And hold it. There we go. All right, start creasing the paper. Yes, using a tool helps out. You could smooth out some of the wrinkles in the paper. This old magazine paper likes to suck up the glue. When the glue dries, it'll minimize, but there'll still be a little bit of texture to it, and I'm okay with that. All right, see, we're folding these corners over. See how the edges overlap? And we're going to crease these turn-in flaps as well. Now, this is critical. This is important. We're going to cut a 3mm diagonal here on the corner. See that? Let's see. It's right there. It's hard to see with the art on the page, but that's going to create the bevel for when we fold these tabs into the box. What it does is it accounts for the thickness of the chipboard. Another one over here. Okay, now I'm going to use my triangle and I'm going to align it to the inside edge of the box. Inside, not the outside. And then I'm going to find that little bevel and cut from there to the outside. And it's going to create this itty bitty teeny little sliver of paper coming out. There it is. And see how it's got that edge on it? We're going to want to do that for both sides. Let's do this other side first. Now you don't want to cut all the way to the box. You're that 3mm away. I'll show you what that looks like here in just a minute. See how that covers up? You don't have to do that. I mean, it's your box. If you don't care that the little corners show the chipboard through, you could just quickly fold this over, cut it. I'm just trying to expand my skill set. Maybe it's because I have OCD, I don't know. I don't really have OCD. It just feels like it sometimes. All right. Let's get the backside cut because I'm going to want to do the gluing soon. I got the piece of cardboard out. I use that when I start to glue. Keeps it off the table. Alright, see, I'm using my triangle, and I'm going to cut a 45-degree angle through both of those flaps. See, it's going to make little triangles. And you see when you fold that over, it's going to create a nice little, it's going to butt together. Doing it again over here, 45 degrees. Cut all the way through the two pieces of paper. There, now we're ready to glue. Yeah, try not to get glue everywhere. Then we fold those pages over and we smooth it out. Be careful when you're smoothing out the paper when it's soaked with glue like this. If you are too rough, the paper will tear, and that's not what we want. Clean up the little messes you make. I keep a dish towel around to catch all the glue. All right, now we're going to do this flap here on the corner. Just doing the side and the bottom part. We'll do the turn-ins soon. So messy. Yeah, keep smoothing the paper out. Take care of any excess glue. Okay, now we're going to glue the turn-in flaps. See how that turn-in flap so nicely is cut to size. It goes right down to the bottom of the box. It's like we planned that. All right, do this other flap. Flatten out those edges. Alright, let's look at these corners. It's like a Christmas present. It's all wrapped nicely. No chipboard showing through on those corners. I like it. Just need to do that all the way around the box. Alright, now we have some options here. We could put something on the inside or on the back. I mean, cardstock, colored, makes a good pop. I'm going to just use this page of monster text. I'm speeding things up. This video is getting a little long. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this page down to size so that it covers up the chipboard in the center of the bottom box. You could tear the paper if you want. There's different techniques. I'm just doing a quick cut. And then we glue this down. This gets a little messy since we're doing this huge piece of, well, not huge, but a larger piece of paper. And slap it on the back. Get glue where you need the glue. Smooth it all out. All right, with that, the back is pretty much done. Just a little bit of cleaning up. I'm gonna let that dry. Let's talk tolerance. I made the box top 1 millimeter larger in each direction, you know, to allow it to slip over the box bottom. In hindsight, 1 millimeter is pretty tight when it comes to tolerance, especially since I just wrapped the bottom box in paper. So I'm not going to wrap the inside of the lid or top of the box, because then I think it'd be too tight. Alright, I did the top of the box much like I did the bottom of the box. I'll go ahead and put that down in the lower right hand corner. Now I'm taking the Dragon magazine cover and I'm cutting it down to size to fit in the center of this opening I have. I'm going to make it close. I'm just trimming off the edges, getting rid of some of the, because the magazine's old, so the edges are a little dog-eared. Just cleaning it up, bringing it down to size. I don't want to lose too much art, because I really like this. I like this cover. I believe this is called The Bridge of Sorrows. Ralph Partha made a miniature back in the 90s based on this artwork. Alright, I get it cut down to size, and then I'm going to use the Elmer's glue and attach it to the top. Just make sure you get your glue evenly distributed. Alright, when it's covered in glue, get it centered and apply it to the box top. Take your time. Don't screw up like I did and have to try to scooch it over. I was afraid I was going to tear the cover. Smooth it out as best as you can. I had a blast making this video. If you liked it, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up, hit that like button. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. I'll be doing some terrain pretty soon. after the box was completely dry, I went back and hit it with a coat of matte Mod Podge. It's a varnish, a layer of clear protection, keeps it from getting scuffed. Looks nice, looks nice. Again, I had a lot of fun. I know I'll be making more boxes. I like it. I hope you did too. Peace.